My name is Paige and I used to play hockey when I was younger.
Hi, I'm Ivani. I don't play any sports, but I'm a big fan of Liverpool Football Club and Formula One.
Hi, my name is Farha. I enjoy playing badminton in my free time and I also enjoy watching football.
Hi, my name's Samira and in school we have loads of sports that we play like basketball and netball.
My name is Paige and I'm going to tell you about hockey in the UK. What is hockey? Hockey is generally played by 11 players in each team with a hockey stick with a curved end and a ball or puck they have to get into the other team's net, usually guarded by a goalkeeper on the other team. What are some variations played in the UK? A few variations include field hockey, ice hockey and roller hockey, field hockey being the most popular in the UK. Field hockey, as seen here on the right, is a team sport structured in standard hockey format in which each team plays with 10 outfield players and a goalkeeper. Teams must drive around a hockey ball by hitting it with a hockey stick towards the rival team's net. This is more common in England rather than ice hockey. Roller hockey. Whilst this is a type of hockey that is more popular in European countries, it is still played here quite often. It involves two teams playing hockey generally, although on roller skates instead of ice skates or on foot. Ice hockey. This is a team sport played on ice skates, usually on an ice skating rink, with lines and markings specific to the sport. This is not very popular in the UK due to the popularity of other sports such as football, which is known as the nation's favourite sport. There just isn't as much support for the national ice hockey team as there would be if England football team made it to the World Cup. What is England's national hockey team? The Great Britain men's national ice hockey team is the national ice hockey team that represents the United Kingdom, a founding member of the International Ice Hockey Federation in 1908. This team is controlled by Ice Hockey UK. As well as an ice hockey team, there is also a national field hockey team, which has a men's England Hockey League, which is organised by England Hockey that features men's teams from England and Wales, and a women's England Hockey League, which is organised by England Hockey as well, which features women's teams from England.
My name's Mia Isra and I'm here from North Chadderton Sixth Form to talk to you about football's cultural impact in England. On the right there's a video of our school during England's 6-1 win versus Iran in the group stages of the Qatar World Cup. This is a picture of our school's football team after beating a rival school 6-4. Friends and family of people who attend the school come to watch the games and support them when they play. Football is England's national sport and its unwavering popularity in the UK has lasted for centuries. So, what is football? The game is easy enough to understand both as a player and as a spectator. You have 11 players in each team. The match lasts 90 minutes split into two 45-minute halves. The aim of the game is to score by getting the ball past the opposite team's goalkeeper and into their goal. What is the history of football in England? The first football club to be set up was Sheffield FC in 1857. This was followed by the creation of the Football Association, which established the rules of the modern game. England played its first international match just 15 years later in 1872 against Scotland. Today there are over 40,000 registered football clubs in England. The English football system is comprised of multiple leagues, with the top being the Premier League. The Premier League is the most watched sports league in the world, broadcasting 212 territories to 643 million homes and a potential TV audience of 4.7 billion people.
Polo has become one of Britain's national sports. It is a ball game played on horseback, a traditional field sport and one of the world's oldest known team sports. The game is played by two opposing teams with the objective of scoring using only a long-handled wooden mallet to hit a small, hard ball through the opposing team's goal. Polo has been played in Cowdray Park for over a century, the first competitive tournaments being recorded in 1910. If you were to attend one of these tournaments, a lightweight classic tailored suit paired with a look shirt and tie would be a good choice, as polo is a very prestigious sport.
My name's Ivani and I'm going to be talking to you about Formula One. So, what is Formula One? Formula One is a motorsport which involves high-speed race cars driving at high-risk circuits all around the world. F1 was founded in 1950 and Britain is considered the home of motorsport, as the first ever race was held at Silverstone in the UK. There are 10 teams which participate in Formula One, many of which you will have heard of, such as Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Red Bull and McLaren. Currently in F1, the reigning champion is Max Verstappen for Red Bull. However, before that we had a 7-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton, who is what we would call a British treasure. Lewis Hamilton gained the highest honour available by being knighted by the King for his contribution to motorsport since 2013, giving him the title of Sir Lewis Hamilton. I will now show a short video introduction to the drivers. The music is overly dramatic, so please bear with it.
Hello, my name is Hafiza, and welcome to my presentation on world sports. I will be commenting on Wimbledon for my display on this topic. What is Wimbledon? The Wimbledon Championship is one of the 4 major Grand Slam tournaments in tennis, US Open, Australian Open and the French Open being the other 3. Wimbledon takes place on traditional grass courts, whilst the other 3 take place on hard clay surfaces. These events take place in the span of 2 weeks beginning in late June and early July. Wimbledon tournament is one of the oldest, arguably one of the most prestigious tennis events in the world. Since 1877, the All England Club in Wimbledon, London has been hosting this event. Wimbledon began in 1877. Only 22 players participated. 7 Wimbledon rules stated that players must be dressed almost entirely in white for the occasion. The history of the games. It all began with an announcement on the leisure magazine The Field on the 9th of June 1877. A total of 22 men, no women were permitted on the stage, stumped up to 11 shilling entrance, being worn to bring their own rackets and shoes without heels, but the balls would be provided by the club gardener. The Old England Club had been founded solely for the purpose of croquet in 1869 on the 4 acres of rented meadowland on Walpole Road, Wimbledon. But croquet was rapidly taken over by the new pastime of tennis. Conditions were primitive. A temporary 3-plank stand offered seats for 30 people. The total attendance for the final was 200. The rackets resembled snowshoes in shape and weight, and the balls had hand-sewn flannel outer casings. And since then, the games have made a continuation for 77 years, coming to the 78th this summer. The attire of the players in this game consists of a majority white colour palette. Currently for women, this consists of tennis dress with white shorts underneath, paired with white tennis shoes, and a cap for the reduction of the sun's glare on the players to help them play with no disruptions. As for the men, they were to wear a white polo t-shirt, followed by white shorts and a cap, and white trainers. As for the audience, many men like to go for the suit and tie look, whilst many women will wear dresses, which are made of designer material, or followed by Polo Ralph Lauren merchandise to show their support for the games. as Ralph and Lauren are known for being huge supporters of Wimbledon. Speaking of Ralph Lauren, their relation with Wimbledon for 17 consecutive years, the company has been the official outfitter for the championships, Wimbledon in partnership with the All English Lawn Tennis Club, and has dressed chair umpires. The uniforms are inspired by the elevated sense of style that some of the spectators bring to the event. Ball boys and girls will wear a Ralph Lauren polo t-shirt in navy blue and white wide stripes. This includes recycled material and incorporates stretch, moisture wicking properties and UV protection. Whenever possible, the uniform features products made with recycled materials and other fabrics that take community and environment into consideration. Now, what's next? Wimbledon will take place from July 3rd to July 16th this year. The ladies' singles final and the gentlemen's final will take place on July 15th, and the gentlemen's single final and the ladies' double final will take place on the 16th. Matches on outside courts will begin at 11 AM. One question that is asked is, will the Russian and Belarusian players be allowed to compete at the Wimbledon in 2023? Yes, it was confirmed that on March 31st that they would be allowed to compete in the Wimbledon and other tournaments in the United Kingdom in 2023. Also, what has been discussed is, will the all-white clothing rule be changed for Wimbledon in 2023? Wimbledon is relaxing its white clothing policy to allow female players to be comfortable during their menstruation days. In the statement, Sally Bolton, the CEO of the Old England Club, said, "I'm pleased to confirm that the following consultation with players and representatives of several stakeholder groups, the Committee of Management, taken into the consideration that the white clothing rule of Wimbledon would be removed. This means that from next year, women and girls competing at the championships will have the option to wear coloured undershorts if they choose, to help them adjust and play freely." Thank you for your attention to this presentation. That's all from me about Wimbledon.